All right, well, good morning, everybody. As you probably figured out, this is not this is not a Jediism 101 video. This is me doing a walking video. Now, as you can see, yes, that is ice, and if you can look out there, those are birds standing on the ice. It is a balmy 51 degrees here in Wisconsin, but great news. After months, I say, of searching and working on it, I am finally going to be working again. Yes, 8 months. I cannot tell you the mental toll it has taken on me for being unemployed for 8 months. 8 months, 4 to 6 applications, we'll call it 5 every week for unemployment's sake. 8 months times 4, 32 weeks, times that by 5, over 150, close to 160 applications. Whew. And finally one landed. I'm happy for this. Now, the hours for such are 10 to 7. That's a tough one to swallow, but I've always had an inkling about that type of shift ever since my food service days, because, and I'm sorry for the shaking, but because I worked in food service, well, if you worked to 10 to 7 or 10:30 to 7 or 11 to 7 or whatever, you got the back end of breakfast, all of lunch, and the whole supper rush. You got all three in one shift. Oh, that sucked. But this is IT. I shouldn't have that problem. I definitely won't have to worry about traffic on my way there or my way back. Even though I could do that remotely if I wanted to, I'm going to choose to go in the office only because I need that separation. I've been cooped up in my apartment too long. And now it's finally warm enough at 52 degrees for me to be walking outside again. And this is a habit I'm so getting back into. Yeah, look at that. Now, I know the lake is frozen, but it's what it is. Part of this reason, of course, is getting back in the habit is I want to get myself back in shape. I kind of, like I said, 8 months of unemployment, well, you kind of lose hope after a while, and things kind of start going down on the deep end as far as depression and hopelessness, all that kind of jazz. And, my girlfriend was a pretty good rock for me. I stayed the course as best I could with it. And thankfully there's now a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not Darth Vader with a lightsaber. If you know, you know. So, if we wanted to go partial with my Jediism 101, this is a clear-cut case of perseverance, patience, and just an all-out hope for things to work out as far as what the Force tells us is going to happen. So, this type of video can actually go both ways if I wanted it to. But in most cases here, I'm just happy to be, back working again. I start tomorrow. So that'll be a thing, and I'll be happy for it. So, I got my headset on here, and I'm going to be doing some of my listening to some of my long form videos that I've been neglecting. Oh, can you hear that? Take a look. If you can see that, that is the geese all walking across the ice. They can't wait to get swimming either. Isn't that fantastic? So, okay. But trust the Force, trust life. Things will turn around. Just, you have to biggest thing I can tell you is you got to be patient with it, and you got to keep at it. Passion, perseverance, and honor. And the perseverance sometimes is the toughest one of the bunch. All right, folks, I'm going to get back to walking here after I get some pictures of these awesome geese, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day. May the Force be with you, and I will see you in the next one.